Hello, Heroclix land. Welcome back to Talking Clix, where we celebrate the heroes of Heroclix, the special international version. I'm your host, Wespool. With me, as always, is my faithful co-host, Scott the Missing Link. Hello, Scott.
Good morning.
And who are we talking to across the pond today?
Today we have Nav.
Hello, Nav.
Hello. Hey guys, having me on the show.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you for joining us and having us do this opposite of what we did when we were, I guess it's almost the same when we did Japan and Australia.
Yeah.
Like, they were in the day ahead.
All right. And what country are you calling us from today?
I'm calling you from sunny England, based in Hemel Hempstead, just in Hertfordshire, England.
So right now it is 10 a.m. my time. What time is it there?
It's 10 past 3 p.m.
3 p.m. there, and I'm at 9:13 p.m. or 9:10 or whatever it is here. So, yeah, I'm excited that we got another international player on the show, just to show that we have a global reach. May not be very big, but it's a global reach.
Well, I'm glad
And
to
our
have
game
everybody
has-
here. It's always exciting. All right, before we get started, if you're watching this or listening to this and you like what you see or hear, please consider contributing to our Patreon account. Your support goes a long way helping us put together a good show. We're doing something a little different than other podcasts by highlighting the players of the community, not just the game itself. So if you want to support us, consider joining our Patreon. $5 and above gets your name put in for a monthly drawing. Every $5 increment above that gets your name put in an additional time. All right. So, Nav, tell us a little about yourself. How'd you get started in Heroclix and how long you been playing?
Well, I started Heroclix during lockdown, so 2020. I've been playing since then. Been playing, I think, consistently since 2020, and I've probably started doing events around about 2022, 2023. It's quite a while now, 5 years. Never heard of the game before, really. Never even saw it. And I'd been collecting comics for years, so I should have come across it at some point, but I never did.
And that's the awesome advertising skills that Wizkids has, is if it's players. And if there's no players, then there's no advertising. But you found the game during lockdown, so were you gaming before Heroclix?
Yeah, I was a big Warhammer Fantasy player. I played 8th edition Fantasy. I'd start at the beginning where actually my gaming origin started from. I'll start with Little Nav and I'll go all the way to Old Nav. So my dad had a video shop when I was a kid. Video shop like Blockbusters. We had an arcade downstairs. So the only games I played were arcade games. I didn't even have a games console because my dad said, "No, you don't need one. We've got machines at the shop. Play them." Okay. So I played arcade games, and I think I'd been given a PC by my uncle, and I played like Command and Conquer and strategy games. I used to play Command and Conquer on the Sega Saturn. That's what my first exposure was to gaming. I used to love Command and Conquer on a console. I used to love that game. And I'd play we used to have internet cafes back then. You'd play like Red Alert. Red Alert was a game we played for hours. That game, that was one of my favorite games. Playing the internet cafes against people. And now we live in Red Alert. It's real.
Yeah.
So that was my first exposure. So when I moved down here with my girlfriend to Hemel Hempstead, because I'm originally from Rochdale, moved down here in 2007, and I worked for the company. And a couple of guys at work, they would say, "Oh, do you want to play? Do you like RTS games?" I said, "Yeah, I like RTS games." "Do you play after work? Play online together?" I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll play." We play online together. I was pretty good back then, and beat them at Command and Conquer all the time. And they said, "Oh, there's a new game you should play. You should play. It's called Dawn of War. Play Dawn of War with us." I said, "Okay." Never played Dawn of War. Don't know anything about Warhammer or anything. Played Dawn of War. Oh, it's a game. Got loads of exposure to it. And from there, I popped into a Games Workshop and I got into miniature gaming because I saw it there. I'm thinking, oh, these are the figures from the game, and I've never seen a miniature games before. I started miniature gaming. 40k was okay, I guess, but fantasy was the game my girlfriend liked a lot. She liked the look of it because there was knights and medieval stuff. And she'd paint the miniatures for me, so it was win-win. So I'd get an army, don't even have to paint it, and I get to play. Win-win. And then I met my friends through that. I met my gaming friends from there. and we made a team. There was like 4 of us, and it was me, Adam Daly. We'd go to events together. We'd like try to one up each other, and we got really good at that game. At Warhammer Fantasy, I was probably like definitely the top orc player in the country. I didn't do so much international traveling because I think that at that time I was a bit like, gaming's not supposed to be supposed to travel the world, play games for what for. It's not professional gamer. It's ridiculous. I thought it was a bit silly. So we played that. I did really well. I won lots of events. And they killed the game off in 2015, and then all my friends decided to either say, "Well, we're not playing this. There's nothing else to play. We're either going to move away. We're going to play something else." I had no one to play for many years. I played the fan version of the game called Ninth Age. I won the Masters in 2019 for that. But there was such a small community of players, probably about 60 players in the country. And I was playing the same people over and over again at events. Literally same game. Game 5, I'd be the same opponent every tournament. So I got fed up with that, and so I'd stopped playing for a while myself. And then lockdown happened, and during lockdown, I was poor, had no one to play, so I begged my missus to play games with me. I said, I need to roll dice. I've rolled dice for too many years. I need to roll dice. Roll dice with me. Anything. So she said, I'm not playing war games with you. Find something that's small and quick, I'll play with you. So I went on YouTube, and I stumbled across a video of Heroclix being played with the Ninja Turtle set. Oh, Ninja Turtles. Okay, this is easy entry. This is perfect. It's exactly the figures I want. So at the time, I think 2020, I found a store that was selling some of the turtle sets still in gravity feed boxes. And I bought the whole boxes. I bought the whole set. Oh, this is amazing. It's like £20 or something like that. I could get a whole set of figures. Brilliant. Play. And we started playing together, and she enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it. And the game was amazing. You played like a game within an hour, 6 or 7 figures. You're only rolling 2 dice. It's still quite tactical, even though it's many figures. It's still a tactical game. So there's a skill involved in it. And she's a very tactical person herself. We enjoyed it. We played that, and then lockdown had finished, and the rules had changed. So at first, she was a bit reluctant to carry on playing because there was a big rules change. There was no pushing. There was like no more pushing damage, and the maps went smaller. But by that stage, I managed to drag a few of my friends in. I even found players. It was quite difficult to find players in this game, and how I found players was the most unorthodox method. I went on eBay, and when you buy something on eBay, you can check where the seller's selling it from. And Heroclix, and he's only like 5 miles down the road or 10 miles down the road from me. I wonder if he still plays. So I messaged him, sent him a message, said, "Oh, I suppose you still play, do you?" And one of the guys I found, he was from the Philippines. And he said, "Yeah, I still play. Yeah, I'm looking for players. I can't find any." So we met up and we became friends, and we started playing. I slowly built our group up. It started with me and my missus, and we ended up with about 16 people. And that was just by, hunting people down, trying to find their friends to play, and been playing ever since.
Awesome. So you played in your Nationals event back in November. How did that go?
Yeah, that was fun. I got in the top 8. Couldn't make the top 4. It was a good event. It's hard to run Nationals, obviously, because of it's just a lot of hassle to run a national event. But they did it, and we had some help from the Italian distributor called Cosmic Group. I don't know if you've heard of them. It used to be Asmundai used to distribute Heroclix in the UK for many years, but they were not very. To be honest, they're not very good. You wait for stuff to come, it never comes, and it takes ages to get here. We're years behind. I remember X-Men, the animated set. When did that come out? 2020?
No, that was man, that was probably 2018.
We didn't get that till 2020. It took a long time for that just to arrive. So that's how long it took. We were always behind. So this new group took over, and they decided to help run the nationals. And they were telling us, "Look, things are going to change. We're going to distribute more. And if you find stores that'd like to run events for us, tell them to contact us, and we'll set it up for you. No problem." And the format for it, obviously, it's a modern age format they were playing, and they allowed the X-Men 97 set to be played, but no one has access to that set except for a few people that are willing to pay the cash to pay
for shipping.
The means for shipping. So yeah, so I had our team, we were talking about it. We said, well, I don't know what any of those figures do. What's Rogue Prime? What does she do? Then we find out. Oh, this is what she does. Okay. So I played. It was 9 games. I won 7 and I lost 2. And one of the games I lost was to Rogue Prime because I just had no idea what she did. The games I played, the funny thing happened was I thought, oh, well, she must be like the Rogue Prime from the Deadpool set, but she can't copy like. No, yeah, exactly. So we played, and I played Alex, and he's won like pretty much all the national events in the country consistently every year. And he says, "Oh, you took Captain America on Pegasus, have you?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Cool. You want to steal the power he's got? I can steal special powers? It's not possible." Nope, she can. That was fun.
So you placed in the top 8. Congratulations. And then I reached out to you after your nationals event and said, "Hey, this is something that I'm interested in. I would like to have you as a guest on the show." So thank you for being accepting and patiently waiting to get on the show because we've had a full stacked house of people.
It's a nice problem to have.
So it is a good problem to have.
So you placed 8th out of how many?
I think at the end it was 24. It was from our group. There was me, Darren, Liam, and JC. So there was 4 of us that went together. I played one of my teammates as well. Wasn't happy to play.
And it's awesome when you travel miles to go play a game at an event, and then it's like, oh, hey, it's the same people I traveled with. We could have done this at home.
It was nice because one of the guys JC who went with us, he doesn't get much time away. He's got a couple of kids and he doesn't get away from his missus. So just to stay away for a weekend with us, it was great just for that. Brilliant.
So what's the community like? Go ahead, Scott.
No, I was going to ask him, does he have any nicknames other than Nav that we should know about?
If you look it up, I've got many nicknames. You'll have to Google me, you'll find out. There's a People's Champion, Davster, Daddy Black. It's all on there. If I play Street Fighter, you'll find me under Daddy Black. If you play Warhammer, you'll probably find that I'm known as the Master. If you Google me, you'll find out. Gaming for too many years.
All right, Wes, go ahead.
Is there any story behind any of those nicknames?
Well, I got the name as the Master because I won the Masters in 2019 for age. That was tough because I think that I'm not when I play games. I'm not really. I suppose I've got a lot of friends I play with. I play lots of people. A lot of people come down my house. They call it the dojo pretty much, and everyone's been to my house and played at some point. But I'm not going to go out of my way to. I mean, I don't cheat. And I don't like to take the piss. I don't slow play. I don't do any of those things. I've always played the same way. I like to play. A game's there to play. You're there to play other people. Is what my mindset is. It's not a sport. You know? Playing sport's a different matter. I played sport when I was a kid. You play cricket with me. I'm gonna play serious. But a tabletop game, the idea of it is it's beer and pretzels. Play with your friends. Enjoy it. There's a disagreement. You can work it out. I think out of 15 years of gaming, I probably had 2 really bad games. 15 years, and that's not really that bad. I've not really. My nicknames have just been fun nicknames that my friends have given me. Yeah, it's. I think that if you've got to earn, you don't get to choose your nickname. Obviously, people will give it to you.
So what's the community like since you started? It's been 5 years, 6 years now. Has the community in your neck of the woods grown at all?
So we're always finding players. It's really strange. So we find players in the odd areas. So if you go on YouTube and you look at past videos from say 2019, 2018, look at UK Heroclix, right? You'll find all these YouTube channels that existed, Agents of Clix, Heroclix UK, all these players, and you think, okay, there's a YouTube channel, there's hundreds of videos on there they've been playing. And then at one point, just before COVID, stopped. They all either give up playing or something happens and they've just stopped. But those players have still got all these Heroclix, they've still got all this pile of shame somewhere, and they could probably play again. And we find these players once in a while, we bump into them, and I'm always trying to promote the game. But we find small pockets of players, and then we try to add them to our group and entice them back in. It's difficult because obviously, if you're an old player, you've got old figures. They're probably going to be trash now. So you have to give them intro games and say, okay, the game has changed a little bit. Probably not going to use all your old figures. You're still going to have to buy again. But the game is a lot better than what it was before. There's no more pushing damage. Games are generally quicker. Combat happens more often. I think it's a lot better. So getting players into the game, it's not a problem finding the players to play the game. The problem is finding somewhere to buy the stock from. That's what I've got players from other systems, and I've tried to drag them into the game, and they play the game with me, and they love the game. Brilliant. Where do I buy it? Oh, that's the problem. You've got to get it online. You've got to hunt it down. It's not available in store, and that's when people zone out.
So you'll need better distributors.
Yeah, basically. I mean, there's still stores that have old stock, and they want full price for it, but no one's going to buy that. I mean, you're not going to buy what was it? Infinity? What was it? They had. What was the one with the Colossal in it? It was
Infinity, Avengers Infinity.
That's the one, yeah. And they want full price for Avengers Infinity. I'm not going to be playing many of those figures now, am I? Like,
no, not even in Silver Age.
No, there's a store down in Indianapolis, about an hour from here, that he's been sitting on the same old sets for 3 years now that I've watched. And I'll stop in there every once in a while, and those things are just collecting dust. They haven't moved an inch. And the set you just mentioned is one of the sets. And I'm like, I will buy this from you at half what you're asking. No, he won't budge. I'm like, dude, I'm helping you out. Like, I'm moving your inventory, getting rid of your old stock,
you again,
and he won't budge. I'm like, all right, it's just going to sit there then. He's like, no, I got people coming in every week buying this stuff. I'm like, really?
No one's buying that. No one's going to buy those.
I've watched this set sit here on this shelf for 3 years. Nobody's buying this. Not at full price. But whatever.
All right, Nav. So what do you do for work?
Oh, a social worker.
A social worker? Thanks. That's got to be a hard job.
When you do it for many years, it's easy. Like, you can macro your work and it's a lot less stressful. But working for the government has its benefits. Like, you might get paid a little less, but you get a small increase every year. And honestly, you have to be stupid to lose your job in the government. You have to be some level of stupid to not follow they'll give you 3 warnings as well. Like, if you work in the private sector, you don't get that. They just sack you. But in the government job, you're cushy. That's why my dream was to have a job where I can sit back and go, right, I'm just going to coast my way through this for the next 10 years.
I got another question for you. This one's back to Heroclix. Where is your local game store and what is their name? So give them a shout out.
So the closest game store that sells Clix is probably, what's it called? Darkfire.
You're not doing a very good commercial for them.
Darksphere. That's in London. Darksphere.
In London?
So how often do you get to play?
So I play a friend of mine. We play like probably once or twice a week around my house. And then I have a gaming day once a month where we all meet up and we're playing on Sunday actually. There'll be 6 of us that'll come and I'll host and we'll play 11 till 5. We'll have pizza or something. That's how we'll have like formats that we'll play. We'll play silver or we'll play pulp or modern. And then that's how often we play. I'm going to London very often because I hate public transport. To be honest with you, I don't like public transport. I'm not catching a train for doing that. My friends do go down there and play. I went there a few times, but they're a big venue. And it's a very massive venue, and people are playing, like, the card games are very popular there. All the kids are playing card games, and I'm of that age now where I can't hear very well. So if I go somewhere, there's too much noise, kids shouting and screaming. I can't even hear my opponent speak, so I'd just rather play at home.
Roll20. Do you use Roll20?
Yeah, I've met some really good people on Roll20. Is it Brad that runs the?
Yeah, the broadcast he runs it
Yeah.
out of on Roll20. Brad Broyles.
Yep.
Yeah, I went. There was a big event. I won I won the Ghost Rider on the Mammoth. I think came like 12th or something in that. It was a 40-player event online. The start times, obviously, it's in the US, so it started something like 10 o'clock in the night for us, and it finished at 3 in the morning. So it's difficult. But that one time I did it, I stayed up and I had the day off work the next day. So great, I can play this game. I'll play online. I met a few nice people on there. I think his name now is a guy called B-Man. Play him a lot.
Yeah, I played him. Good guy.
Play him a lot. Yeah, it's always nice, polite. He always he showed me how to play Roll20. Use the app more consistently. Daniel from one of the glasses that he's got a channel as well. He does all the tier lists for Heroclix on YouTube. He plays online a lot as well. So it's that ability to play people online across the pond and actually learn what the meta is and things like that. It's crucial, really, because then you can see what figures are being used regularly. What do the people play? If you play your friends, you're only going to know what they play. You're not going to be prepared for an event what the actual meta is. That's crucial, I find.
Yes, it's very different from the local shop to the actual events. It's like, oh, hey, I ran into 3 different Sinestro Primes at the local shop, and there was one at the main event. Like, well, Sinestro Prime's not as good as I thought.
Well, we went to the Nationals, and me and my friend Liam, my best friend Liam, we both took Bit of Vengeance Ghost Rider on the Red Hulk Ghost Rider on the bike. We thought this guy is the bee's knees. He's going to be the one. And I played the thing is, though, everyone else knows what he does. Everyone else is prepared. So I played 7 games, amazing. All the guys on the sideline pop out, does their attacks. And I played Alex. And Alex is like, oh, okay. I'm going to carry this red terrain, this 2-square terrain, and I'm going to put it under a sidestep and put it underneath your bike. And when I attack you, you can't generate your figures. In my mind.
Yep.
I mean, he's still really good. He's
still good.
Really
good. But I find that when people know what these pieces do and how to deal with them, they're no longer a problem. There's very few players that can play that to that level.
That's
all right. This is the dead horse question. What do you think of Beetlejuice? Good, bad, indifferent?
At one point, he was a necessary evil, wasn't he? Because you had Kong running around and all these things. There was too much free stuff, right? He was needed. But now just used to him now, aren't we? People are just used to him. He's still 100 points if you can get him. I think he's okay. I think if he's on the force, he's probably better being played on the team than he is coming on the sideline. But he only affects a few people. Not many people have loads of free actions anymore. I don't mind him, to be honest. I'm used to him. Rogue Prime, can't stand him. Beetlejuice, I don't mind.
So, have you always lived in the UK?
Well, my parents are from Kashmir, but we came here in the 60s. I was born in 86 in Rochdale. I'm from the north. I still have an accent, even though I've lived here 20 years down here. I've always lived here. I've met a few friends of mine that have travelled a bit. There was a Warhammer player. We have American military pilots that we have from military bases that are stationed here. One of them was a good friend of mine. He was called Zach. And I've met a lot of international players from there. So I've met other players from different countries, but I've never done much traveling for playing games or anything like that. But yeah, I've always lived here.
Would you ever travel to the US for a major event?
I'd travel to the US for an event, but I wouldn't just go for the event. It'd have to be something like I'd have to go for a week, and I'd want to see some American Indian site or something, or Grand Canyon. and do the event on the weekend. Because it'd be a long way to go just for Clix. But yeah, I'd go for the holiday.
There's nothing that's near the Grand Canyon for you to go see, or at least play Heroclix wise. Like, there's no big events over there.
Is there a national park or something I could see? Or
I'm sure there is somewhere. Okay, if you did Clix Championship, they have the Disney World and Universal Studios in Orlando. So I mean, that could be a trip for the week.
Okay.
That's the one that's closest to the sites or things to do. Like if you went to Worlds, it's Nashville, Tennessee, and you're right there near Elvis's museum. So, it's not really a week. It's like a day, maybe two. So I was overlaying the UK map on top of the United States, and your country is smaller than the state that I live in. So if I'm going to drive to an event, how far are you willing to travel for events?
200 miles. Well, depends. If it's a 2-dayer, I'd go for a 2-dayer for the weekend. Book a hotel, no problem. Just go up to 200 miles for that. But you guys are used to traveling hundreds of miles. It's not a problem for you. You've got freeways.
Yeah, I traveled just 2 weeks ago, 250 miles, 200. Yeah, it was like 3 hours, 4 hours to go to play the game and then drive back 4 hours.
That's commitment. I'd probably, but for a 2-day event, I'd drive maybe 2.5 hours, 2 hours, yeah, at most. If a couple of friends and I go for a 1-day event, maybe an hour and a half.
No, man. If it's states, I'm driving, or if I have to fly, then I want to, and I'm gonna go. Then it's however far I gotta go. Like next weekend is Louisiana states, and it's on the other side of the Louisiana from me, but that's the closest state I can go to. Luckily, I'm going to be working in the area, but if I wasn't, it'd be a 5-hour drive for me to go play and then turn around and come back. But that's a 2-day event because they have the King of New Orleans, which is a 2v2 on Saturday, and then it's the 400 silver on Sunday.
Now, 5 hours one way and then 5 hours the other way.
5 hours one way.
Was that a coincidence, Scott, or did you arrange that somehow?
I did not arrange it. I knew that we had a work project potentially going on out there, and they have a shutdown where they wanted the safety guy, this guy, to be on site for the entire shutdown. And that could have been at any point in time during the project. And they're like, nope, it's going to start on the 20th and end on the 26th. So, and it's on it's hunting season out there. So they don't want you working after hours or on the weekends. So, hooray! Works out perfectly for me. Now, if they get done early and they send me home, then I got to find a way to go back out there.
Are you traveling by yourself, or you're not going to go with some friends? Or
usually, I travel with friends if we're going to like Texas states, but this time I'll be traveling by myself, and hopefully they have some other guys coming from the shop to go play. Now, the bad thing is that I'm not getting the practice that I want. So I have to pull out an old faithful team or something that I'm comfortable playing. Hello, Wakandan Hulkbuster.
That figure. It's a great figure.
It is a great figure. It is Beetlejuice-esque on what it can do to limit your opponent's free actions, but it is phenomenal on its offense on its own.
I'm enjoying at the moment. I'm enjoying playing that Wolverine with the Pink Claw Wolverine, Pinky Claw.
Oh, he's a glass cannon. He hits so hard, but then he drops so fast.
I mean, you've got a Bisker, got one. You're playing 300. Yeah, he does drop, even with Animal Man. Just fun. If you're playing a team against a team who has 6 or 7 figures, he just pounds them all.
Yes.
I ran in with the Storm. What's the Storm figure that has the alternative card that says you can't reduce knockback damage if you have Jean Grey on your team? So
I think that's the alternative card. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah,
you gotta put Jean Grey on the team. So I'm thinking about running this Wakandan Hulkbuster with Black Leopard, and I love Mjolnir on Black Leopard. Everyone tells me the Destroyer armor's better. I'm like, no, I want to be able to hide behind my guys and still see you, versus being big and y'all see me. And then I have Wendigo, the Iconics, and a red symbiote. So that way, when those die, they can just attach to the Wakandan Hulkbuster. Give me a +1 to stats and sidestep, blades,
Nice.
shape change.
Is this silver
And then,
or modern?
It's silver.
I had a
And if
friend of mine who
Wendigo
always played
attaches
Black
to him, I get a
Leopard.
+1 to stats and then still energy. So, yeah. Have fun with the Wakandan Hulkbuster.
Is there anything you're afraid of with that team?
I mean, an Alpha Strike to come over there and kill Hulkbuster, but I mean, you have to do 5 damage to make him lose his 1 free per turn. I have Ace on the team also to protect me from Outwit.
I was
So
going
if
to
that's your
say,
1 free,
yeah.
Legacy Ace just to make sure.
Like the
I
old
don't-
Ace,
I
the
don't-
one that said that you couldn't use probability control. It's a great figure.
No, I got the one that says no protected Outwit and no one can use Outwit but Ace. So I don't know if y'all got the Royal Flush Legacy stuff or the Royal Flush set over in the UK.
We got it. I got it for a friend of mine, and I kept up with the figures. Couldn't figure out how to use the pogs. We had all the pogs for them.
Pogs, I love the Pogs.
It doesn't tell you how you use them, so we didn't have to practice. Say, oh, how do you use these pogs? You had to Google it, figure out how to use the pogs.
I love that whole setup on how to play it, and then you're playing cards with it at the same time. What I didn't like is that you had to kill a piece to draw another card, and it's like, oh man, I have a terrible team. I'm never gonna get another card.
Did you
But I
guys
did
get
enjoy that
the?
setup.
Did you get the Sentinel OP kit over there?
Oh, I've been after that for a while.
Oh,
I've got
what is that, Wes?
What's that?
We didn't get it. What is that?
Yeah, we didn't get it either, but
The upper
somehow
body and the head?
one of my locals managed to buy it, a whole kit for himself, and he's going to sell off the pieces. But apparently it's very hard to get a hold of.
Hey, you know what that Sentinel OP kit stuff is good for? The bag of holding. The D&D bag of holding, because then you just run around with your super strength and you're putting it in the bag, and you can be like, oh hey, look, I'm gonna say I got this one this turn. So no mastermind, no shape change, whatever it is from the head.
Sentinels themselves are not very good. The actual sideline active, what are those cards called? The one shots and the terrain pieces are amazing, but the actual Sentinels are not. They've got low range. They're not very.
Halt Mutant. I hate that card, Halt Mutant. I hate it.
It's very
Like
annoying.
they'd just be like, nope, I'm gonna call it on this one little guy, and I'm gonna walk him up here, and you can't see him, and you're within 4, and you can't move. So, good luck. Waste your turn.
It's a lovely
nothing.
set, though.
Yeah.
It comes in a cool little box, isn't it? It comes in like in a Sentinel box and everything.
Yep.
That's. I mean, if a store runs that event, that'll get new players playing it. If they've seen the show, or read the comics, whatever, they'll see something like that. It's eye candy. The figures look cool. I've got some of the old ones here. I painted up. Painted up the what do you call these ones? The 97 set, not the 97, the animated set. They were brilliant.
Animated.
And when I get new players to play the game, I always pull them out because it's the first thing they see, and they think, oh, they look amazing. The quality's good. The
They're
figures are
iconic.
nice. Yeah, it gets people playing.
They are
You get
iconic.
the set.
It'll be interesting to see a Clix version of the Sentinels from the Days of Future Past movie. Those silver, no face looking things.
Look, you're gonna have a bunch of alternate paint jobs on Sentinels if they ever release a Transformer set.
So now,
The iconic Thundercat set is going to be a big puller as well. I think that'll get new players into the game when they see that.
The Thundercats, yeah, they're supposed to be out here in the States in February is when they're supposed to release.
we'll see. Who knows? Now, does your girl still play with you?
She still plays, but she always says we always have to have a special rule: no pogs, no sideline, no equipment. So we'll play for those.
So you're playing Pulp.
We can play pulp, but we'll also play and we'll limit it. Maybe one sideline piece. Definitely no pog. She hates pog generators. I always play teams with lots of pogs on there. So losing a figure to a 0-point pog is annoying.
Yeah.
Like that.
What if you're paying for the pug? What if you're using ace and jack and king and queen?
She can't grasp that she's lost a pog. It bugs her. It just bothers her. I used to run the Aaliyah Gregor, and there was another figure, I can't remember what it was, Swordsman or something.
Oh, the ones that would just bump up the pogs.
Yes, the pogs are just OP. Probably my
Aaliyah Gregor had to be close.
My favorite figure from all of the I've been playing this game is probably this one. This guy.
The pog generator.
Yeah, he's just such a lovely model, and I painted him up, and first figure I actually bought because I saw him on eBay for £20, but it's nothing. He didn't have a legacy at that time. And I sprayed him up. This figure's amazing. It's just like the comics and the cartoon. It was trash back then. The legacy came out, and he was amazing. And I started playing him, and the pogs are the best pogs I've ever seen.
Do you have an Ellie Iceman to run with him?
Yes, I do. I've got him. Yeah.
Oh, that just makes the pogs all even better because they're all +1 stats.
I did run a team which I felt filthy about running. I ran him with Master Mold. My friend said to me, "You can't run Master Mold in Apocalypse. It's ridiculous."
Counterintuitive.
Why would Master Mold join up with Apocalypse? It doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to kill him.
All right. Do you think you're a more of a competitive player or more of a casual player?
I'm probably a competitive player, but even if you do casual, right? If you have you're always trying to break comps. I've been playing even when I played Warhammer. If there's a comp, what do? You try to sneak filth in. So that part of me is not going to change.
Backdoor the trash in.
So you got to make it look fluffy. You got to say it's fluffy, but you know it in your heart it's not fluffy.
Yeah, you got that secret poison in there.
Yeah, one of my locals, we always have to make special rules for him because when we say casual, he doesn't think casually. So we're like, okay, Cam, you can't bring this. You can't bring this. You have to play nice.
So swap teams.
There you go.
Just build a swap team for him. Be like, look, you're going to play this now. I love swap team events. I know the players themselves don't really care for it because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna bring my Prime Spider-Man and have you destroy my figure. You might drop it. Like, it's just a plastic piece. But to me, I'm okay with it. It's whatever.
I like the pulp format though. Even with pulp, you can. I think when I first saw pulp being played, and first time I saw it on YouTube being played, people running the poison ivy with the pogs, and it would like attack 12 pogs or something. I thought, well, they've broken this, and they've broken this nice format they were bringing out for people.
Right now, the common from Collector's Trove, Thanos is really, really good in pulp, but you can out action him easily, but those stats are just hard to deal with.
What do you guys think about the 300 silver pulp that they're going to do for the CCOs? Or is it their CCOs?
300 silver pulp?
Yeah.
I'm down. I mean, I love the game, so whatever the format they want to throw at me, let's go.
That's 150 of modern and 150 of rotated out figures. Sounds cool, yeah.
I'm
good with it. Let's go.
All right, so you're sitting down to build a team right now. Where's your starting point? What are you going to build around?
What, for modern or?
Sure,
yes,
yeah. Modern.
Thing is, right now, obviously, I'm playing Green Scar because it's so good. Green Scar is just so much fun to play. Green Scar with Animal Man.
Of course, you got to have those extra attacks.
Arena Captain America, the Sinestro, the big one, and whatever else. But those three guys have to be on the team because. And I'd have what was the lady called? The Blue Lantern girl that she allows you to move figures again. Sister Cecily, that's the one. It's that Green Sky just keeps attacking, man. Keeps attacking. like the Wendigo from the old the animated series. He's brilliant.
Yes.
He's horrible. He's just probably my favorite piece now.
All right, so you have.
Come on, Cliff. Where'd you go?
What's that, Scott?
I'm looking for my questions. My phone turned off.
All right, so one has to go: Heroclix, comics, or any kind of visual, like movies, cartoons, superheroes. Which one's going to go?
Oh, you can't get
Well-
rid. You're gonna have to get rid of HeroClix.
I mean, DVDs. You don't. Who has DVDs anymore? Like who keeps them? I don't have them.
Oh, you mean
They're
as
all
the
in my
collection?
heart.
As
No,
a collection
as-
from my house.
As a format, if you can't play Heroclix again, watch Marvel movies again, or buy comics again, which one is it going to be?
Oh,
Buying comics.
well, because I'm still reading the old ones. I'm still reading the old ones, to be honest with you. So like, I've got the compendium for the Age of Apocalypse, and that's like two giant books, and I could read that once a year, and I'm good. Like,
It was a good story too. Oh, it was a good story.
yeah, it's good. And also don't forget, like these old comics, they're really hard to get now. So people haven't read them. They did the modern stuff. The shopkeeper, there was a shopkeeper in a store in St. Albans, and she's a lovely lady, and she's knowledgeable about comics. She's not just she's not someone that doesn't know anything, but she knows her comics. And years ago, I'd go every month and I'd pick up my collection with the same old crap I always buy. Give me my Spawn, give me my Predator, give me my Judge Dredd. And she just kept telling me, "Oh, and you need to buy the modern stuff, Nav. You need to buy this. This is called Something's Killing the Children. If you buy this comic now, it's going to be worth £10,000 in a year's time because they're going to make a series out of it. Oh, give me my crap that I always buy." Next year came around. This is The Walking Dead. You need to buy The Walking Dead, Nav. This Walking Dead is going to be really popular. Same old crap. Give it to me. And I regret it afterwards because then these things have big shows, and the first issue comics worth thousands of pounds, and I didn't buy it when I had the opportunity to buy it. So I gave up. Everything I'm buying is trash, and everything she recommended to me was good. And I didn't listen to her. I gave up after that.
All right. So you better builder or a better pilot?
For silver, I'm a good builder. My rolling is atrocious sometimes. I can play a team. I guess I'm a better builder than pilot because I can play the team how I want to play it. If you give me a team and I won't play it the way you've want me to play it, I'll play it the way I think, which is going to be hyper aggressive.
I mean, I love hyper aggressive, so
It's the only way to play.
No, there's other ways of playing. You got Wes who plays defensively. He likes to run away from the battle.
Wes is like the unmovable object, and you're the unstoppable force.
Yes, I like the battle to me.
But you're constantly repositioning because you don't want the battle. Nah, it's not like that. I mean, the games that you posted for your states, I was like, come on, move forward. It's a forward moving team. And you're moving sideways or backwards to try and mitigate the contact. I'm like, no.
I'll tell you a funny story. I gave my friend who went with us to the Nationals, I lent him my Green Scar Legacy card, and we built a team together with the Green Scar team. I said, look, okay, remember, aggressive, because this guy attacks like 1 billion times, right? So game 1, he loses. I said, well, how many attacks did you get off with Green Scar? He goes, 2. But you played for 55 minutes and you did 2 attacks with Green Scar. Are you mad? You should have 2 attacks and... There's no the second game would happen. And he goes, yeah, I won the game by 30 points, Nav. Cool. How many times did you attack with Green Scar? Oh, twice.
What is wrong with you?
That's not how you play him. You've had like 12 attacks by the end of the game.
All right, so you listen to a lot of the podcasts here in the States. Are there any Heroclix content creators over there in your neck of the woods?
So one of the creators actually joined our group, what happened was this. I'm not going to name names, but with YouTube people, okay, they want free stuff. Simple as. When you stop giving them free stuff, the ones that actually care about the hobby will carry on, and the ones that don't care about the hobby will move on to something else because they'll get free stuff. Simple as that. There was a couple of YouTube channels. They were getting free bricks, so they do the coverage, blah blah blah. Keep sending them free bricks. They keep doing it. When you just stop sending them the free stuff, all of a sudden they move on to a different game. So that's what happened to a lot of content creators here. We had the actual content creators. There's one called Woody Rec who's really good, and he just does it. He's been doing it consistently for years, and he actually cares about the game. So he's different to all the others that were there. He doesn't care if you give him free stuff or not. He will continue to do the content regardless. He's been the two brothers, Ian Wood and Woody, doing content for years, and he always covers the game regardless of how much stuff he's got. And even if he can't get the latest stuff, he'll do a video about it. You should look him up. Woody Rec.
Putting it in my notes now because I have a goal this year of multiple different podcast / content creators on our show.
Have you thought about doing one
Do you
yourself?
have the same problem? Do you have people that just do it for the free stuff, or then it just disappear after a while?
So Woody, how do you say his last name or spell it?
Woody, WOODY, and then REC. Just type in Heroclix after that. You'll find him on YouTube.
I will find him. He will be added to my list of potential guests for the year. Thank you.
I don't feel like it's that big of a problem here in the States because the market's so flooded with content creators that nobody's really doing it for the free stuff because there's...
Wait, we get free stuff?
We don't.
Yeah, you do YouTube, you get free stuff, man.
No, we don't get free stuff.
We're not in for free stuff, but I wouldn't say no to the Wizkids if they wanted to throw us a little something that we could showcase on the show, like a new Iconics that we can show off for the first time and let the audience enjoy that. I wouldn't say no to that, but that's not why we're doing it. But I don't think there's a lot of content creators that do that just for that purpose because, there's too much competition. So they wouldn't, they get bypassed for the actual people that enjoy the game. Have you thought about doing your own content creation?
I've got a YouTube channel. I did a few games, you can look me up. I did a few games on there. I'm not a good editor. I don't have the time to edit. I mean, I think what it is with me is I would do it if I had my old laptop. Back in the day when 2006, when the software was free given to you when you bought a PC and you had all the free media creator stuff, I would do it. I'm not paying for software. I hate that. I hate paying for software.
Yeah.
I don't even pay for Microsoft Word. I'm not paying for it. It's free.
Yeah.
I always had it for free. Why should I pay for it? But I did a few videos. Me and my friend Liam, we do game reports, and we just record the game, put a microphone, and we play. If I was better at editing, it would be amazing. I've watched a lot of gaming videos. I think 40K in 40 minutes or something like that. And they edit videos and they make games look amazing. Then there's smoke effects and there's stats every turn, who's done what damage, what's happened, etc. If I could do that, it's a lot of editing. It's a lot of editing. I used to like the Majestic's channel. His battle reports were amazing. He would do a breakdown of the team, show you the team, show you how it works, then play the game, then talk at the end of it. Probably the best Heroclix battle reports I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into
agree with that. So, question: since you've watched some Heroclix games, do you prefer the side view at the angle, or do you want the overhead view?
Side view's probably better. Side view's better.
The top view.
Yeah,
I like the top view. I mean, you don't see the players or the background stuff as much from a side view versus an overhead view. And I feel like if you had the time to edit it, the overhead view would be so much easier to digest. But it's kind of hard to do that since there's a bunch of live streams. To do that live, that would be phenomenal. I don't know how big the team would be to make that work, but that would be awesome.
That'd be a lot of work.
I think the big thing with the YouTube reports is if people do breakdown of teams, because to be honest with you, that's what a lot of people want. They don't know. Not everyone's got HC units or access to that. They want to know how does a team work. So if you just do a 5-minute intro, this is my team, this is the build, this is what I'm going to do with it. that gets people really interested. I mean, I used to love learning about how the actual team works. So you watch people play all day, but you don't know what they're doing, really, do you? You don't know what the strategy
I
is.
mean, Degeneration Clix does some pretty good breakdowns on stuff, but they don't. If they don't know what's going on, they'd be like, "Well, I really don't understand why this piece is here," but they do have a pretty good knowledge of the game, and they'll break them down. But they only do certain teams, like top 16. But I appreciate what the effort that they put into it.
Yes, sir.
And there's one called is it Married with Clix as well? The couple that play, they're really good as
Married
well.
with Clix, they don't do the show anymore.
Oh,
Jason had some health issues. I think they stopped doing the show before his health issues. So I don't even know if they're playing anymore.
they were cool to watch. There was another guy. Was it Dice Station Zebra or something like that?
Yep.
Some guy in Alaska.
I've heard a little about him. Yeah.
So Alpha Strike has been putting out some good videos for different teams and breakdowns, but I don't watch enough of them. I don't have enough time in the day to watch everything that I want to watch and listen to.
That is very true.
Need to use Microsoft Copilot. That's the advice I'll give you.
You need to put everything on 2 times speed and then have 2 different episodes playing at the same time of things. Oh, Oklahoma State's was played yesterday. Shout out to former guest of the show, Eric Sexton. He won the 400 Silver Age Oklahoma State's.
Congratulations, Eric.
That's
all right. Nav,
what did he run? Just so I want to know what did he run?
Oh, he run a Rogue Prime. It was. I know he had Rogue Prime because his team was Rogue Prime or something with Rogue on the title of it on HC units. When you're building your team, do you prefer a tent pole, a one-man army, or a multiple layered complex build?
I love layers. I don't do one-man teams. I just not me because you're all bad. That's it. That's your one activation gone. But if you have multiple things, then you can afford to lose a few pieces here and there, and they're cheap as well. I'm an orc player at heart. I like to throw things at people, let them die, and then eventually grind them out.
Are you still behind on sets? Do you have Strange Tales yet?
We're supposed to be getting Strange Tales in February. I've got the X-Men 97 set, and I haven't had Strange Tales yet. I've ordered the starter set and I haven't received that yet, but apparently February is when we're getting it.
So when did you get X-Men 97?
I got that just after the National, so I got that beginning of January, well, end of December, just the end of December I got that. It was a nice surprise. I pulled Nightcrawler Chase, I got Pinky Claw, Wolverine, and a couple of super rares. I was happy with that.
So he had Rogue Prime with the longsword. He had Arachnite with the power gem. He had Iron Inquisitor at 50 points. Sakaran Iron Man with the Avatar of Animal Man. Kevin, the Ultra Chase. Mephisto, the Ultra Chase. Commissioner and Lucas PJ Scott. Yeah, Lucas PJ Scott.
A pretty solid team.
Yep.
Yeah, he had I mean, he won the championship, so he had a fight to get there.
Would you guys say Heroclix is a pay-to-win game, or would you say it's a more skill reward game?
I feel like if you bring a pulp team to a modern team, you're not going to be as competitive as you want to be. So there is a pay-to-win element of it, but you don't have to necessarily pay because you can borrow stuff. Like if you needed something and you reached out to me and I'd be like, yeah, I'll mail it to you. No big deal. You're going to mail it back. So we're both out the shipping either way.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody yesterday that doesn't have a Prime or a Legacy Black Panther. And I offered to mail it out to him. He's like, no, that's all right. Sorry. It's not that big a deal. But as soon as he said that he was building a team and didn't have Black Panther, I was like, you can borrow mine. I'll mail it out to you. I didn't even think twice about it.
Yeah. And if you're lucky, you've got the resources to lend people stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you can borrow stuff, it's okay. But then there's things like legacy cards as well, which are very hard to get. And people want an arm and a leg for legacy cards nowadays. So I've seen legacy cards go for $100 and pounds for a legacy card.
Yes, that Spirit of Vengeance Red Hulk card was crazy high at first.
So, what is your music genre? What do you like to listen to?
My music genre, I grew up a '90s kid. I was born in '86, so I listened to lots of stuff. I mean, I remember being a kid listening to Cypress Hill. I used to love Cypress Hill. Like Alice in Chains, crap like that. There was just music when I was growing up with lots of genres, so hip hop, rock, rap, everything. Bass, you name it. My playlist is probably got, well, generation I'm from, everyone's got the same sort of music interest, haven't we? Everyone's got the Chocolate Starfish soundtrack on their iPad or something. It's similar ones. We listen to everything.
So same music you listen to, Wes?
Mostly like Linkin Park, stuff from that genre, that era, that alternative rock from the late '90s, early 2000s.
Drowning Pool.
Oh, I'm told it's called grunge. It's the I always have a peanut gallery in the next room.
Hey, your is that the old man in the balcony tossing stuff at you from the Muppets?
Yes, this one is a woman.
Oh well, she's not quite the old man in the balcony.
She's always throwing stuff at me though. So
if she misses, you're okay.
What do you prefer, DC or Marvel in general?
In Heroclix, actually, in gaming sets or comics?
Just in general, movies, comics, all the above.
Well, when I grew up, obviously, X-Men cartoon was the business. It kept everyone loved X-Men cartoon. We used to love watching that. But the Batman cartoon was also equally good. Batman was probably better. It was more darker, but you didn't get superheroes in it very often. So I grew up reading a lot of X-Men, loads of X-Men. Captains. I remember reading like the Age of Apocalypse when it came out, and then I remember the first time I read Nightcrawler killing someone. I'm like, Nightcrawler killed someone? Wow, it's impossible. He never kills someone. It's not his thing. He won't do that. He's like the guy who keeps the faith. And I used to love
Age
Marvel.
of Apocalypse, though, that Nightcrawler was dark.
Yeah, I remember being so upset about that. I think that's not what Nightcrawler does. He doesn't kill people. Not with swords.
Yeah. No, but he'd just pop over there, take your head, and pop away.
I remember it just baffled me. So I'd probably say definitely more Marvel over DC. When I never used to read much DC, but as I got older, I mean, I read Death of Superman and stuff like that. I used to like that kind of stuff. I read a lot of Judge Dredd. 2000 AD was like really popular because everyone loved Judge Dredd. And Spawn, Image Comics. I read a lot of them. Dark Horse Comics. I read a lot of Dark Horse. I used to love reading the Alien Predator stuff. The comics were brilliant. But definitely Marvel over DC for sure, because the world is bigger, it's huge. They've done everything more quicker than DC has, and DC seems to be playing the catch-up game a lot of the time. Definitely the Marvel stuff.
I feel like DC has to reboot ever so often, so they never really catch up.
Yeah, but the DC has one good thing: the animation for DC is better. Like
by far the animation's been phenomenal.
I think the difference between the two is Marvel seems to have a focal pivot point. They'll have different directors, different writers, but they'll have one person that kind of oversees everything. And DC is constantly changing writers, changing directors, changing actors, changing studios. But Marvel has always tried to keep one steady focal point. It was obviously Stan Lee for the longest time, and then Kevin Feige came in, and he's been kind of overseeing everything to make sure it all ties together, it all makes sense. And I think DC needs that focus to pull their stuff together. But that's just my 2 cents. Who's your character? Who's your hero that you most closely relate to?
Punisher.
Punisher?
Punisher?
Yeah, Punisher.
Punisher's had a lot of iterations. So are you like the samurai Punisher? Or are you...
Jim Lee Punisher. That Punisher, the Warzone Punisher, the Punisher from Circle of Blood.
Okay, so you're not like the Cosmic Rider Punisher?
No.
You're the Warzone.
Original, not the Ghost Punisher, come back to life, not that Punisher, not the Shield Punisher, the original Punisher.
I don't know, he was a badass.
Yeah, it's because I remember reading Warzone from John Romita Jr. His art was just amazing. He drew with the same style, the square heads and everything like that. I used to love that stuff. I think the Clix the Click I was really after was the Punisher, the War Machine armor one, and I still haven't got it. Still after that, Punisher and War Machine armor.
Nice.
That's a Prime. He's really good.
Never played him.
I think I don't know if I got one or not. I thought I finally got one after it retired.
Have you watched Stranger Things yet? All 5 seasons?
I haven't seen Stranger Things. This year, what I did watch though, I watched a series called The Strain, and I'd never seen it before. But the amazing series, great series.
The Strain.
The Strain, yeah, it's a great series. It's by Guillermo del Toro. It's about vampires, but it's like a vampire virus, so as opposed to really good, great show.
I started watching. I don't think I finished it.
I just finished season 1 of Stranger Things last night. As soon as they announced that we were getting Stranger Things and Clix, I said, okay, now I gotta watch it. And so I started streaming on Netflix a couple weeks ago, and I just finished the first season last night. Good show. I enjoyed it.
It's got a long, drawn-out format to it. Some of it's kind of slow.
It's definitely one of those ones that you don't want to think about too hard about the logic and the storyline.
No, I mean, it works. It worked.
Yeah.
It was a very successful series. So, and good job, Wizkids, for finally jumping on board.
I watched the Pennywise TV show. I watched that.
I have not watched the Pennywise show. My wife does not like anything to do with horror, and she's not a big clown fan. So,
she married one.
When it comes to that, I have to get up early to watch shows.
She married a clown.
Yeah, she married a clown.
You gotta watch the horror stuff. It's the best stuff.
Oh no, she does not like the horror stuff. And paranormal activity type stuff, nope, she's out.
My wife likes horror, but she doesn't like where it talks about but she doesn't like possessions and that religious type horror. But she'll watch true crime documentaries all day long.
Oh yeah, my wife does that too.
Mine does that as well. That's because women secretly want to plan your death.
I'm saying, man,
they're plotting. They're plotting.
It's a good thing I do all the cooking.
Some UK series. I think it was Dark and Rain. Those were the Dark one was weird, and Rain was also pretty weird. Rain had something to do with the infection out of the rain coming at you, so you had to stay out of the rain.
Acid rain.
That one had two series, and then Dark was all over the place. They had some dude went into a tunnel or a cave and came back, and he was years older in the past. Like, okay, y'all go watch that, and that y'all can figure that out. Please tell me, because I watched all of it, but it was mind bending. On like, what is going on?
The thing is, nowadays there's so much to watch because of the streaming platforms, and you always put things on the backlist. Like, I'll watch this at some point. Like, everyone's watching Fallout, and I'm enjoying Fallout at the moment. And I've watched.
I just started it last night.
It's good. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been told to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. You guys know when you swallow something wrong and you get that little tickle in your throat and you just keep coughing and you can't get it up?
Yep.
We were in the theaters watching The Quiet Place, that horror movie where you can't make a sound under because the monsters will find you. And I was taking a sip of my Coke, and I went down the wrong pipe, and the theater is so quiet you can hear the movie in the next theater over. It's that quiet in that movie because monsters will get you. And I'm sitting there trying not to choke. And my wife was going to kill me. She's like, if you don't stop coughing, I will strangle you for real.
The monster was going to get her.
You can't stand people that are making noise. People have a cold or something and they go to the cinema. I remember watching the second Blade Runner movie. I was so excited about watching that. And the music in that movie and everything is brilliant. And some guys back just coughing and sneezing the whole way through it. I had to watch it I had to go to watch it again just to enjoy it.
All right. Do you have anything else for we want, Scott?
No, I don't think I'm about done. I'm ready for the questionnaire.
All right. So, Nav, I don't know if you've watched our show, but we have a tradition around here called the Clix questionnaire. And the mad scientists over at Talkn Clix Studios put together a scientifically proven, like they got into molecules and figured out the perfect combination of questions to get the heart and soul of the player. You've been playing for about 6 years now, and you're very popular in the UK, and we're getting to know you on our show here for about an hour now. But we don't really know you. We don't know what makes you click. And I want the whole Clix community to really know you inside and out. So are you brave enough to answer these scientifically proven questions?
Yeah, go shoot.
What is the first day of the week?
The first day of the week is Monday.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have banks, cats, or artificial intelligence as the new overlords of the world?
Pets.
Cats?
Banks?
Pets.
Just pets in general.
Yeah, because not everyone's got dogs. Some guy might have a lizard.
What is a petty hill that you're willing to die on?
Is it what? Sorry?
A petty hill. Just something that you are willing to die on a hill for that doesn't really matter.
Going against your word. Like, it pissed me off a lot.
All right.
All right. If you could go back in time and strangle the internet in its infancy, would you do so?
No, it's a lot of goods come out of it than bad, so we have to look at that.
All right. Would you rather give up the
without the internet? There's a lot of these countries that we suppress. These dictatorships. There's no way for information to come to them. So whatever the dictatorship tells them is true. They believe. So with the internet, they can actually see what the outside world's like. So without that wouldn't happen. It can aid propaganda and it can also stop propaganda. So I think it's good.
All right. Would you rather give the internet for 1 year or give up showering for 1 year?
Internet.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore? Oh, y'all don't have a Mount Rushmore over in the UK. So Mount Rushmore is going to be 4 of your higher echelons that you would put on there. Who is the top 4 competitors in Heroclix that you've ever faced?
Alex for sure. I've got Alex Crow. He's the top one. I have to say Liam Wordsworth because I play him all the time. JC. And I'm gonna say the last one is Jack
Master
Pashley.
Yourself.
Jack Pashley. Yeah.
Jack Pashley. All right.
What is the best breakfast cereal?
Porridge.
An orange?
Porridge.
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 No,
Porridge.
I said porridge.
Yeah.
Porridge.
Oats.
All right, you could have dinner with anyone throughout history. Who are you inviting to dinner, and what are y'all having?
How many people can I invite?
One.
4.
One.
One? Just one? I get one.
One person. It's a really tough one. It'd have to be a toss-up, really. It'd have to be a toss-up. Probably like either Genghis Khan or Muhammad Ali.
And what are you having?
Steak.
How's it cooked?
How are you cooking it?
Medium rare.
Okay. For me, it'd always be a toss up between Stan Lee and Kevin Smith. Those are my two top idols that I would like to have a conversation with. I don't know if I could choose between the two of them. You guys know who Kevin Smith is?
Yes, I know who Kevin Smith is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. Genghis Khan would be a good one though, because you could ask him and say like,
Yes,
when do you
he
want to? Why do you keep want to conquer? When do you stop? When's enough's enough? You know.
I think Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was on my list of people. All right, Wes, you got the next one.
All right, if you were a crayon, what color would you be?
Yellow.
Do you sing in the shower or in the car?
My wife doesn't let me sing. Every time I sing, it's just shut up. Afterwards, I just hear. So I have to sing when she's not here.
What's the last book that you've read? And yes, audiobooks do count.
Last book I read was Mistborn. Good set. We played the board game. Have you done if you play board games? We play a lot of board games, and Mistborn was a board game that we played with a group of friends. And someone was describing. They said to me, "Oh, you need to read this book because the lore is basically the story is like imagine Lord of the Rings, but the bad guys win." So I said, "Okay, I'll try it." And it's quite a good set of books.
Okay.
Which tastes better, round or square pizza?
Round.
What wild
Sounds like
animal would you be able to
wouldn't
beat in a fight without any weapons?
Chihuahua.
What wild animal could you beat in a fight with no weapons?
Chihuahua. Wild Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. He's gonna fight a Chihuahua.
I've beaten a Chihuahua before. The bastard trying to bite.
I don't know.
Chihuahua would try to bite
They're
my
kind of
face once. The little bugger I had him for years. My little Chihuahua. He was lovely. And then one day he just tried to bite my face. Couldn't believe it.
All right. So, who is your Disney princess?
A Disney princess. Or well, I'm not going to say Little Mermaid because that's weird. Mulan.
Mulan. Okay, that's a good one.
How many tries did it take before you got your driver's license?
The driving license took me one try. The theory test took me twice because when I started doing the theory test, it was the first time they had the computers used for it. You have to click the mouse every time you see an error. So you just go click heavy and it says, "Oh, you failed. Pay us another £50 and do it again next month." The driving test I passed in one go, but the theory test took me two.
All right, you have officially survived the Clix questionnaire. The entire Clix community fully knows you inside and out. Now is your chance to ask us a question.
Ooh, the question I'd ask you guys. Okay, have you told anyone at work that you play Heroclix?
Wes, that's the easy one for you.
Well, when I did work, yes, I did. I'm on military disability now, so my wife is my coworker. So yes.
At this current job that I have, no, I haven't told anyone that I play Heroclix, but they know that I do a podcast. So,
Do you sniff out nerds when you're at work? You think, "Oh, this guy could play games."
I mean, I work construction, so it's more of a big manly type people, and they want to go do hunting and fishing and all this other stuff. But yes, I can sniff out some of the nerds, but getting them into the game, we work 16 hours a day a lot of times, so it's hard to get them put down. But if we're working out of town, yeah, I can corner some of them and get them into it.
Drives my wife crazy. I'm always trying to sniff out the nerds. Every time the kids bring home a new boyfriend or we meet somebody out in town, friend of a friend, I'm always like, "How nerdy are you? Do you watch Marvel movies? Do you read comic books?" And she's like, "Do not bring up HeroClix. Don't do it. You're so embarrassing."
Do you remember growing up though, and like the thing with nerds nowadays is don't realize how like it's acceptable, isn't it? Like to be a nerd now is not a problem anymore.
Yes,
The
very
thing
much
about-
so. Very much so.
I don't know how you feel about this, but the term professional gamer really bothers me. Like, you know, I think to myself, gaming is a pastime that you enjoy with your friends, and to
It's a
become
hobby.
yeah. And I find that who was it I was watching? So I got my friend to play Heroclix with me, but in turn I have to play Warhammer 40k with him. I have to. That's like the policy. I don't particularly like the tournament scene in that game, but I'll play it because he plays my game. So it's a bit of give and take. You know, if you get people to play your game, you've got to play their game, vice versa. Right thing to do. So, and I played that game, and there was a guy who went to an event. This guy was told me what his job. He goes, "Oh, I'm a professional gamer." And I said, "You what?" You know, I have a YouTube channel. I give lessons. Do you want lessons in Warhammer? I can teach you £100 a lesson. I said, you what? You teach people, you con people to pay you to teach them Warhammer. Are you teaching them how to roll dice? What are you teaching them to do? I couldn't believe this. And no, there are many people that go and teach people games, strategy games, how to play games, and all that thing. I think it's ridiculous because that's what friends are for. Friends are for learning games and how you know how you learn and how you interact. It really bothers me. Professional gamers, it's just absolutely, it's just crazy.
All right. So, do you consider Heroclix a game, a hobby? What word would you use to describe Heroclix for you?
The thing with Heroclix is it's not like the way I describe it is between a card game and a miniatures game because it doesn't know its place between the two because it's not a complete miniatures game and it's not really a card game but it's got elements of both in there. So I would put it under. It's not even like a board game. You couldn't put it in that element, right? So I'd put it between a card game and a tabletop game because I would put it up there amongst the other tabletop games out there at the moment. You know, I'd say it's better than Crisis Protocol, for instance. I know a lot of people that game's really popular now, but I think Heroclix is better because you've got all DC and Marvel. You've got loads of different choices. You've got figures from every comic iteration, every movie iteration. It's more vast. At the same time, the game of Heroclix is all about what figures you're playing with. The more modern sets are going to be the older ones. So yeah, it's a tough one. I'd put it in that category.
Oh, you Scott, is it a game to you?
I mean, it's more than a game to me. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 plus years, so it's a hobby. It's a game. It's professional. I don't know. It's a communication. It's a way to communicate with people. That's what I'm using it for right now. I love talking to people, so let's bring them in. Talk Clix.
It always grates my nerves when my wife calls it a game. She's like, "Oh, that game," and I'm like, "It's not a game. It's a hobby. I don't want to say it's a lifestyle, but to me, it's so much more than a game. To me, a game is Fortnite or Uno. Something you can passively play. To me, it's like golfers. When you're a golfer, that is a life for you. Like outside of your normal everyday 9 to 5 job and your family, it's your passion. It's part of your identity. It's where you put all your energy and your money outside of your everyday necessities. And that's what.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Men will do anything to get away from women. If I can play something for 2 hours to get away from it, I'll do it, mate. If we play Tiddlywinks, I'll play Tiddlywinks with you. Whatever. Get away from 2 hours of it, I'll do it. Man, it doesn't matter. That's why people play golf. They don't play golf because they like golf. They play golf to get away from the wife for 2 hours, mate.
I would give my left arm for my wife to play Heroclix with me, but she just can't really get into it. But I love it so much more than to just call it a game. Like it means so much more to me personally, and I feel like a game, quote unquote, is dismissive. It's a hobby, it's a passion, and that's where I stand on it.
But what if you couldn't do events anymore? You could play your friends. Would that be enough for you?
Yeah, I think so, because I don't really go to a lot of events anyway. I'm not really able to travel, so I live vicariously through other players anyway. and that's part of why I started Red, White, and Clix, and I started this podcast as a way to stay in touch with the community overall, even though I'm kind of immobile myself. So yeah, if I was never able to go to another event, I would still collect Heroclix. I love collecting it as much as playing it. And I would still have my resources through the internet and YouTube to stay in touch with the community overall. So yeah, I would stay in it.
Would you stay in it
I
if
would
people
stay
were
in
just
it
playing?
with kids.
If you were playing just, for instance, play it if you just had to play someone competitive games all the time or fluff games all the time, which would you rather play?
Fluff. I love the competitive scene, but one of the things I love about HeroClix is the breadth of it. Like we got the 5 rarities: common, uncommon, rare, super rare, chase. Yeah, 5 rarities. And if you're
6 if you count over.
yeah, but if you're strictly zoned in on only competitive, you're missing out on 80% of the set. There's so much good stuff, fun stuff that you can mentally challenge yourself with in a casual fluff game versus competitive.
I mean, we play one guy particularly. I play him every so often. We play 1,000 points every time we play. It's always 1,000 points, and it's always story driven. So we'll play like Operation Galactic Storm or something. We'll play the figures. They have to look exactly like they do in the comics. You have to get figures like that, no silly equipment or anything like that. And we play that. And those are some of the best games I've ever had.
Yeah.
You play those, Scott? Do you play like a big 1,000-point games?
Yeah, we played 2,025 points at the end of the year, and there was only 3 of us to show up, and I had a team full of just different Magnetos, and I got jumped on both sides because one Magneto says if you take an action, it's -1 to your stats for the next guy that's making an action, and the other one says if you're not named Magneto, you don't get to take a second action on your next turn. That's not free. So the other 2 guys were like, no, this is too strong. We're killing your Magneto.
So you put a target on your back.
Yes, I did on the get-go. But if it was just a one-on-one game, I would have destroyed either one of them. Oh, I also had Prime Namor on the team. So because everyone was either named Magneto or Ruler, basically. So then they had to get close to me because I was Dolphin and in water. So, yeah, they were having a fun time. They finally got.
What kind of fluff game is it when you bring 10 Magnetos? It's not.
We're playing 2025. You had 2,025 points, and it had to be of stuff released in 2025. So,
okay,
it's kind of a fluff game, but it's like, hey, I'm just gonna nerf you. But it's not like I kept the Magnetos in the back. I brought them out so they could be engaged. Because I want them to be like, hey, this is crippling. Oh, if we kill this guy, then we can do this. So,
how cool is this,
fun.
guys? We are having a casual HeroClix conversation from 3 different places in the world. Scott and I are, half a country apart, and then you're talking to us from across the pond. And despite the internet's faults, I love this community and the ability that we have to come together, even though there's physical distance between us. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what the benefit of having this is. I mean, Roll20, I think, is also a way to get people to play online together. I wish more people did it, because there are a lot of people that try to get people to play online, and they would play like fluffy games to show them a game, but there was other people who just played meta against new players, and it doesn't make sense. You need to bring players into the game. To bring players into the game, you have to gradually bring them in, and then but you can't also just show them fluffy stuff and then say, oh, by the way, this Rogue Prime exists and all the crap you've made you buy for the last year is all trash, because you have to bring them in and show them exactly what's what as well. So I find it's a good tool to get people to play and give them an understanding of the game. I wish more people played games online. I think we should play online at some point. If our time schedules meet, a few games online would be cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't play online as often as I would love to, but yes, Wes might have more time to play online than I do. All right, I'm gonna have to cut it short.
Yep. All right. Any final thoughts for the episode?
I want to say a shout out to one person, Andre Salgado. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. Andre runs the tabletop simulator on Steam, Heroclix game on there. So if anyone's interested in playing on Steam, you can get Tabletop Simulator and download the Heroclix add-on, and Andre runs it and he supports it, keeps it up to date. So if you get time, try that out.
All right.
Excellent.
Scott?
It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to stay that way.
All right. And we are all players on the table. Ugh. We're all players on the board, so let's play together. And as always, keep on Clixing. Have a good one, guys.
Keep on Clixing.
Yeah.
Good night. Good day. Whatever it is.
Lockdown clocks froze the streets in gray. 2 dice on the table kept the dark at bay. Found turtles in the sewer, plastic fade. Thought this one's ours, love, yeah, this feels great. From boxed in days to click by click, a game with teeth, not just a stat stack trick. You played the war games, the battle lines, but clicks its soul between the numbers and time. From council flats to kitchen tables, rolling hope where the world felt unstable. Call him Nav, yeah, short and sharp. From England where the battle scarred hard. Alpha strike grin, teeth bed wide. Blaze it fluffy or lethal, coin toss pride. Talking Clix crackles across the sea. Wespool arguing, missing link, disagreeing. Not a pro gamer, no, never that. It's bigger than a win, it's where he's at. Day job saving lives, paperwork, wars. Social worker so behind government doors. Helps his fellow man, steady pay, security and chaos keeps fear away. UK seems small but it keeps on growing. Finds new players where the rain keeps flowing. Products late, always behind the states, but he's current as hell on the meta debates. Pods and YouTube, 2 a.m. light, American accents guiding the night. Call him Nav, yeah, clipped and clean. Top 8 finish, Union Jack Sheen. Beetlejuice noise, he shrugs it off. Prime Rogue's the threat that makes him scoff. Green sky rage, Punisher's code, straight down the middle, attack mode. Talking Clix beam from miles away, across the pond, still in the fray. Still in the fray. He says, mate not bro, cues not lines, calls fries chips, but the math's still fine. Porridge morning, steel cut calm. England wakes with a measured palm. Horror flick glow, blood red screen, loves monsters more than porcelain dreams. Bare fist ready, no fear inside. Chihuahua barking, he sleeps that night. We'll hammer deal with a friend down the pub. You try my clicks, I'll roll your dice, love. Pets for overlords, new world order. Cats on thrones, dogs at the border. Medium rare steak, history calls. Genghis Khan laughing over conquered walls. Fluffy games, yeah, hard first play, then flip the switch. Sims clicks like thunder in gentlemen's hands. England reigns, but the fire won't quit. Alpha strikes so with a horror flick grin. Talking Clix voices, Wespool loud. Missing link cutting through the crowd. Not a pro gamer, don't pin that tag. It's more than a game and he's proof of that. It's proof of that. Dice hit plastic, the night feels right. From lockdown days to Friday night. Now rolls on, no fear, no pause. Fluffy with fangs and he plays by claws.